of stuff. Went and got acupuncture done. That was neat. Yeah, she like. Yeah, it was weird though, cause she like at first she did she like stabbed me with the and then she would like inject oxygen into my muscles or onto or into, I don't know. What? Do you want me to transform him? But she would inject them in there, and it would like make it burn. To, I don't know, like bathe your muscle in blood, or not blood, oxygen, and get it to do something or other. I'm not a medical person. And I hadn't slept. Like, all these appointments I don't sleep for because they're right after I work. And, so I was just like, yeah, just do the thing. Whatever you want to do, lady. It's done. And, we got... But it, like, burned. Like, I was like, is it supposed to... She's like, yeah, it's gonna burn a bit. And I'm like, is it supposed to burn for more than, like, 10 minutes? Because it's been going on my hip for a while now. She did my left hip. And she missed the one that's in my right hip that I tried to point out. But, oh well. And that's my worst one. But, you know, whatever. And, I mean, she's really nice. She kept trying to sell me stuff the entire time, too. But, she's one of those homeopathic people, which is fine, you know, I don't really care, but she's got, like, the crystals and everything, and a bunch of, like, there's, like, chocolate in the front, where it's, like, sleep chocolate, and sexy chocolate, and stuff like that, like, I don't know. And, yeah, give me some. I was like, what does that do, exactly? Is that, like, date rape chocolate? Is that what you're talking about here? Because that's like the perfect way, you know, like, oh, she's upset, and like there's even PMS chocolate, by the way, but like she's upset at me, I'll just give her some of this chocolate that would make her happy anyway. But anyway, so weird, but she did that, and then she was asking about like my medical history and my like, so I told her about my like, well, I cough and wheeze, and I mean, you were there. You had to follow me when I fell out of that run, the first run we did after we got back from Afghanistan. And I went from being one of the best runners in our company to falling out of the fucking run, you know what I mean? And like coughing up blood in the porta potty, and Crowley was getting all pissed off. And so I was like, I don't know what happened, but my lungs don't work good no more. And so she was like, oh, well, maybe we can focus on that as well. And I was like, I don't know what you mean by that. You're an acupuncturist. Are you going to poke my lungs with needles? Because I guarantee you that will not work. And so she was like, okay, well, I'll show you. And then she did the regular acupuncture after she did the oxygen stuff. And she did it in my, like, neck, parts of my back, my shoulders, and my hips. But then, or my, like, more on my butt. But then, she did the regular needles, but she, like, electrified them, that, like, a TEMS unit kind of stuff, but with needles. And, the nurse came in, and she was the one who, like, turned them up, and they didn't really say it, but they inferred that I should tell them. Well, I kind of deduced that I'm supposed to tell them when I feel it. And then she'll stop turning it up. But she was like tapping on my back, like, this is where this is, you should feel it here, kind of thing. And so she would turn it up, and I'd tell her when I felt it. She did that all the way down my back. And then she got to my hips, and she's like, you should feel it here. And I was like, where? And she was like, here in your hips. And I was like, okay. And she started to, she's like, it was like another minute, and she was like, you feel it yet? And I was like, no, I didn't know you started, because I'm face down at this point. And she's like, oh, well, I'm almost all the way up, and I don't want to go all the way up, because if it starts to feel it, you're going to get, like, shocked. And I was like, I don't feel anything at all. And she was like, that's not good. And I'm like, you're telling me, lady? Like, you know I live in this body, right? I live here. You want to try? You want to take it for a test run and tell me what's wrong? Yeah, they were done with it, man. They're done. That's why I'm a good person, because the demons were like, nope. I can't seem to get a demon to move in. I keep trying to be like, maybe I should just start being an asshole a little bit. Can't do it. Too nice. Then so the thing she did with my lungs though is after she did that, she took me into this room and she had me breathe ozone for 20 minutes. Yeah, like pure ozone. I don't know, there was like, and I was breathing it and she was like, you might get a little loopy, blah blah blah. I'm like, what exactly is this? Like, can you tell me what the chemical mixture of this ozone, so to speak, is? Because you're making me huff. Like, it was a nose tube. Like, the two little, like, where you put it up your nose and it kind of goes up in there. Yeah, it was one of those. And I was like, fuck is happening right now? Am I getting gassed? But I had to sit in there. I mean, right? Yeah, I mean, like, liquid stuff, it's like all it says on it is herbal mixture and it's alcohol based. That's all I know about it. But she said it's for COPD, which is chronic something pulmonary disease, and I'm like, I don't know if I don't know what any of this, I don't even know what I have. They don't, because one side of the yeah, so she gave me that and it makes me feel weird. Like, if I take it, yeah, if I take this stuff though, it makes me feel weird, like almost kind of high. And I'm like, is this a bunch of CBD oil? Did you just give me just like pure CBD oil? What is this? Because it tastes like assholes. But I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's gross. But it does something. I don't know what it is. But she kind of dropped it as like, I didn't know I was paying for it until I was paying for it, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll try it. You know, because at this point I'll try like whatever to make the pain go away. And I want to be able to run again. Like, I like running, and I can't do it, and it's upsetting. I want to be skinny Jerry again. I'm tired of being fat. Right, all the time, every day. I'm all set when you are, though. I didn't even look at any of it. Cub.
This ain't me first rodeo, mate.
Need something? I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
Were you trying out, Revenant there? Were you, like, messing around with
Introducing
your
champion.
The true test is before the All-Father.
Okay. Do you like him at all? This little crawl thing is nice when you're in a fight. You just keep ducking and weaving. Where you gotta put it down. Yeah, you gotta like listen for like the little sound. Hi, Pan. Where are we going?
I like this spot.
Attention.
Eyes on the prize.
Blood. That was quick.
Murder time.